How to quit smoking. If you want to learn, stick around. My friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Dan the Man. Hopefully, I've got smokers that want to quit watching this video. Hopefully, people that want to quit smoking are watching this video. And if you are new, you'll see that I'm kind of silly and nutty, but I can teach how to quit smoking, and that, my friends, is what counts. So, let's get into it. So, obviously, it wouldn't take long if I was just going to tell you how to quit smoking, but we need to go into some background and stuff first, right? For instance, when I was trying to quit smoking, I wanted to quit smoking so that I could save money. So I was bound and determined to quit. I had it made up in my mind. I tried quitting how many times before? Lots. I'm not entirely sure. Most of us have tried to quit. Now, I used a patch and gum the very first time I tried, and it just wasn't working. I even tried snuff. You know, you put in your lip, nicotine. That didn't work either. But why? Why wouldn't it work if all I'm addicted to is nicotine? That's it there. It's not all you're addicted to. Now, it's proven, and I'm not going to do the legwork. If you really want to know, you'll have to do your own research. But it is proven that big tobacco, or these tobacco companies that are making cigarettes, put more into the cigarette than just tobacco. They're putting carcinogens into cigarettes on purpose to make it damn near impossible to quit. And you know what? It is damn near impossible. It is hard to quit smoking. The reason it's so hard to quit smoking, though, is because of the carcinogens that's in it. If you want to just quit nicotine, that's actually pretty easy. Have you ever gotten sick? Like, let's say the flu, and you're down, and you're ill, and let's say the next day, all you can think about is having a cigarette. And you know it's not gonna help you, but you try anyways. I always did. Maybe you didn't, but I did. I tried to smoke even when I was sick, and it made me more sick, right? Now, obviously this is a vaping channel, right? And I used vaping to quit smoking, and I'll show you how I did it shortly. But when I got sick with just vaping, I didn't think about it at all the whole time I was sick. 3 days I was down. Didn't think about smoking or vaping at all the whole time. Well, I mean, yeah, I may have thought about it, but I didn't do it. It wasn't such a powerful addiction that I had to do it even when I was sick. And that got me thinking, why is it so easy to quit vaping? And it is. I've quit vaping, but the reason I quit is to prove that I could. I did it for 2 weeks. Obviously, I could do it longer if I wanted. The point is it was easy. It wasn't that hard. I should say easier. Okay. Once I was off and I was strictly vaping, I felt so good, y'all. I felt great. Tasting my food, not getting out of breath. Um, oh, the hacking and coughing up those big nasty nicotine loogies. Yeah. Or I should say cigarette loogies, because it's not a nicotine loogie. All right, let's start here in a short minute, okay? Okay. I used vaping to quit smoking. I seen actually, one of my brothers, I went over his house, and he was hitting on one of these. I'm like, what the heck is that? Oh, vaping. I'm like, no, I'm not interested. And he's like, well, I quit smoking. I'm like, bullshit, quit smoking. But he did. He quit smoking, and not with one of these either. You know, he progressed. I went out and got me one of these, right? Don't. These are horrible. It's not a pod device. It's a cig-alike. You don't want one of those. So I got one of those. I'm determined to quit smoking, right? That wasn't working. I started watching YouTube videos and realized that I need something better than that. My next setup was very close to this. All right, this is old and beat up. But basically, my first device it was a lot like this. This isn't my first device, but it was very close to this. Okay, I had a mod and a tank on top, and it didn't have batteries. You charge it by plugging it into the USB. Now, as a starter, as someone that's trying to quit smoking, that's how I would do it first. You can also get a pod system if you like. You could, if you're going to get a pod system, get one that you can change, that you can add liquid into the pod. This is what they call a Modi, and this is a Wellen stand. Okay, so you get your nicotine. You can either use salt nic, and I recommend salt nic for beginners, for someone that's trying to quit smoking here. This is what this is all about, okay? Salt nicotine is going to absorb into your blood faster than the traditional nicotine that we use in vaping, okay? So it's going to more closely mimic a cigarette, the draw, how tight the draw is. Now, some people are able to quit smoking and start vaping, bam, like that, just cold turkey. Throw the cigarettes away, start vaping right away. I couldn't do that. Nope, I couldn't. So, what I did is I said to myself, every other time I want to smoke, I'm going to vape instead. So, I would smoke a cigarette, and then the next time I wanted a cigarette, I would vape instead. So, every other time, right? It wasn't working. So I'm like, what? Why? What I decided to do after that, the first hour, let's say I wake up, I'm hitting the cigarette first off, because everybody likes the first cigarette in the morning, right? Then I went 1 hour. One cigarette or vape per hour. So at 9 a.m. I would wake up, I'd have my cigarette. At 10 a.m. I vaped. At 11 I smoked. At 12 I vaped. Now, on the hours that I vaped, I did not touch a cigarette. I only vaped. You got to have some sort of willpower, at least a little bit, to quit. So I would do that. I did that for a couple weeks. 2 weeks exactly. Then, every 2 hours, I would smoke, and then 2 hours after that, I would vape. And I kept doing that until I was mostly vaping. Now, it took me about a month to 2 months to actually finally quit my last cigarette, right? The last time I smoked, lit it up, I could only take one hit off it. It tasted so bad. It tasted horrible. Now, that's a surefire way to quit smoking. And then after you quit smoking, you can quit vaping way, way easier. This is zero nic. I don't even put nicotine in that. I'm down to 1.5 nicotine in. Oh, and by the way, when we were talking about nicotine, if you don't do salt nic, then you're gonna do the original nicotine. If you're gonna do salt nicotine, I would start at like 40 or 50. And if you're gonna use the original nicotine, I would do about anywhere from 18 to 24. Okay, my friends, that's how you quit smoking, and it's possible. So hey, this is Dan the Man signing out. We'll leave you with a vape. You know what? Yeah, that's how you quit smoking. Dan the Man signing out, my friends. Peace.